Hi everybody, Renegade68 here with some more Let's Play Miles Edgeworth Ace Attorney Investigations Prosecutor's Path Blind. So, my first session, what happened to Kay? Oh my gosh! And Franziska came back, and I thought it was Justine, but it was Franziska, and that was great. And you have the comedy routine over here, and another K is dead apparently, so there's no 2 Steve limit, though they have brought it up that it's weird. There's another person with the same name, so there's some 2 Steve limit going on, but not quite. So anyways, let's examine K, the second, I guess, unless she's older, in which case I guess it would be the first. Yes, she looks very different. This body. Oh, is it someone we should recognize? Because I don't. Oops, question mark? It's not Kay, sir. Doesn't look like her at all, pal. Of course it isn't. Kay's alive, after all. Her age is, I guess, around 30. And she's wearing a pantsuit. A pantsuit. That's a funny word. Maybe she worked in one of the offices in this building, sir. So, her identity is still unknown. The question now becomes, why did the police believe her name was Kay? Maybe it is Kay. More than one person can have the same name, come on! I won't rest until I've stolen every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Too soon? Okay, let's start with the not body things. Could this be the murder weapon, sir? A 3-pronged candelabra. Candelabra. I know that word. I know it, but every time I see it, I read it wrong the first time. Candelabra. It's consistent with the number of stab wounds. Oh, okay. That's neat. She was probably stabbed by the prongs of the candelabra. A candy zebra? No, Gumshoe, candelabra. I know it's a hard word, but if I'm saying it, you should know how it sounds. It's different than reading it. I'm afraid it's not quite what you're imagining, Detective. A candelabra is a candlestick holder with multiple arms. Ah, so it's a candle holder. Gotcha, pal. You know, one time I forgot to pay my electric bill, and I had to get by with only candles. What time period are you from? Speaking of time periods, that new Ace Attorney game, right? It's gonna be Feudal Era or something. I'm very curious how that's gonna work. I still have to play Dual Destinies, but I'm more excited for that than Dual Destinies, honestly, because like how different is it gonna be? Like, is the judging, like, they would have to be long before the 3-day system came in place. So I'm very curious as to what they're gonna do there. Is there gonna be constant, like, jumps in time? I would think they'd have to, because if the 3-day system doesn't exist. Unless they're gonna do something stupid, like, oh yeah, the 3-day system did exist way back then, and they just readopted it in the future, because that would be really dumb. But, yeah. Anyways. What else do we got? We have this sheet up here. This notebook! Oh, isn't that Kay's promise notebook? Oh shit, should I know what that is? I forgot. Oh, it's from the first game. Okay, so it's less bad that I forgot. This is the notebook she wrote all her promises to her father in. Really takes me back, sir. Oh, yeah, now I'm starting to remember. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to think my theory might be right. Maybe she did have a different personality, and she lost her memories at a really young age. Maybe. Yes. Kay's promises to Daddy. Okay. When Kay was young, she and her father wrote the promises they made in the notebook. Alright. Promise 1. Never take things from a stranger. Promise 2. Never go anywhere with a stranger. Alright. Although, if Kay wants to be a thief, it's gonna be kind of hard to do, but alright. And Edgeworth was a stranger, and she went somewhere with him. Oh, wait, no, wait. Edgeworth was a stranger before Case 4 existed, that's right, I don't know. Anyways. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. That makes sense. That's a good way of spreading love and peace. There's way too many people that are just kind of jerks or even frowny. Honestly, I'm the frowny kind. I'm very antisocial around new people. So, I usually just have my head aimed towards the feet and have a frown on my face. But, yeah. Never cry in front of strangers. That's a good one. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Just don't try too hard. You know, curiosity killed the cat and all that. I mean, yeah, the cat had 9 lives, but, I mean, you're curious 9 times, you'll end up dead, so there you go. Why is it in a place like this? Ah, now that you mention it, I once heard something from Detective Bad a long time ago. Oh yeah, the Badinator. Seems before anyone had noticed, Kay's memento had gone missing. Memento? You mean the diary? What? So a piece of evidence that was in police custody went missing? Wait, are we talking about the diary or something else now? I is confused. Detective Bad frantically searched all over for it, but it seemed he never found it, pal. What could this mean? Why was the missing notebook found here? Wait. Okay, so I think what they're saying is the notebook Kay had way back when in Case 4 of the first game was this notebook. After Case 4 of the first game, she lost her notebook at some point. Or, no wait. I guess the notebook was a piece of evidence? And then the police lost it? And now it's here? I suppose that's what they're saying? I think? Anyways. You there, do you happen to know anything about this notebook? The victim was carrying this notebook when we found her. That was the only evidence we had to identify the body. So it's not actually another person named Kay. So there is a 2 Steve limit. So that's why you called her Kay. What a misleading victim, huh? Why'd she have Kay's notebook? I sure would like to have some information on the victim's identity, though. Alright. Suppose I can start with this card thing. There's a burn mark on her hand. Is it connected to the cause of death? No, it appears to be an old scar. She probably got it a long time ago. Seems there's something in her hand. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir. Understood. At least you can do that much, right? This is... Oh, I know! This must be a gift card from a department store. Yarg! Department store Yarg? Is that some new hip place that all the kids go to? No, sir! Seems to be a key card. Why? What's it a key card for? Question is, what was this key card for? The way Gumshoe was reacting, I thought he already knew what it was for. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe just like screaming Yarg. It's a fun word. Blood on the hand. This reminds me of... Oh shit, what's this remind me of? There was another case where there was blood on the hand like that. Is it in the Ace Attorney I'm thinking about? Or am I thinking of something else entirely? I want to say it's Ace Attorney that had... There was some guy who just had blood on their hand and it was weird and... I don't remember what case it was. Okay, whatever. Or am I thinking of Death Note? Off the top of my head. Is it Death Note I'm thinking of? Maybe I'm thinking of the whole Shinigami have, like, who eat apples have red hands thing? No, I want to say somebody had blood on their hand. Anyways. Left side of her white jacket has been stained in a deep red. I'm more curious about the hand, but okay. This jacket. The buttons are on the right side. Is that weird? I don't really wear button stuff, so I wouldn't know. Isn't that normal, sir? All my clothes have the buttons on the right side. For women, it's normal to have them on the left side. Is that a Japanese thing, or does that happen everywhere? Again, don't wear buttons much, don't know. Mr. Edgeworth, really do know everything. That's just common knowledge. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. There's something white in her pocket. The gloves. Pure white ones. One for each hand, sir. They don't seem to be dirty. Could they be the victims? Good question. Now can I check her bloody hand? Her bloody hand! Is that not examinable? You kidding me? Come on! Come on! That should totally be examinable. Fix yourself, game. Alright, let's just go straight through the middle then. Go straight towards your crotch area. Yep, we can examine the crotch. Oh, that's the same. That's a shame. Let's check the flower then. The flower. Something seems to be pinned to her jacket. It's made out of purple cloth, just like the flower in our evidence. Looks like it's forcibly been torn off, hasn't it? Doesn't it? Isn't it? Certainly. Face. Some blood on her head. Maybe she was hit with something. We don't know that for sure. Our investigation will ultimately clear that up. What's left? What's left? What's that? Oh, wait, the deuce! When did that get there? Is it the flower thing? I don't like it. I want to be nitpicky. I don't like that. I don't like that. Nitpicky. That's better. Ah, even still, it's not centered. Whatever. Close enough. The purple flower Kay had with her. Apologies, I bumped my keyboard. Don't know if you could hear that or not. I wonder if that originally belonged to the victim. Now that you mention it, the clothes do look the same as the one on the pin. The cloth, that is to say. Sir, pal, sir. Yes, let's compare them without delay. It's a perfect match, sir. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. Logic strikes again. Purple flower data updated. Hooray! The fact that this flower belongs to the victim means... Let's check the flower first. Cloth decoration shaped like a purple flower was torn off the victim's clothes. That can only mean that Kay Faraday came in contact with the victim. And about the corsage, looks like it was forcibly ripped off. There's a possibility that Kay Faraday is connected to this case, and depending on the situation, we may have to consider her as a suspect. What'd you say? There's no way she did it, pal! No way! It's unthinkable. Inconceivable. Kay could never do that, sir. Especially with her memory loss. However, it's true we have no evidence to deny that claim. I'm sorry, Sad Kay. Maybe I was thinking maybe I should call them by different nicknames. Let's see. If it's K, like OK and KO. I'm remembering Earthbound now. KO. Nah, wouldn't really work. I don't know. No need. There's the energetic K and the sad K, I guess. But that's too long. Energetic is too long. What's one word? Joy K? No. JK. Ha! JK. That works. JK and SK. I guess. Joyful K and sad K. So JK, SK. It's nothing more than a possibility at the moment. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? Indeed. For better or for worse. Alright. What's our logic now? The victim was carrying a key card. What could it have been used for? To enter the meeting room, a special key. Ah! I see. Perhaps the key card the victim was holding is for this room. For anything else, let me check the updated corsage. I'm sorry to check that. I did check that! I don't know, I get distracted sometimes. Nah. I'll go find out, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, pal, sir. In this room's security system, we were able to retrieve the data of the victim's card. So that means the victim was able to freely enter the room. If this card actually belonged to the victim, of course. Yes, of course. Keycard data jotted down in my organization. Well, okay then. Let's check that out. Keycard for entering the PIC meeting room was in the victim's possession. 3-pronged candelabra, thought to be the murder weapon, matches the victim's chest wounds. The prongs of the candelabra are covered in blood, and the shape even matches up with the victim's wounds. Is this the murder weapon of the case? This is a rare shape for a pedestal. If the spot where it was put on it still had this mark, it will become apparent whether or not it had been placed there. Well, okie dokie. Alright. So what's up with you, Francisca?